sister, Ms. Gloria Gray, is trying to join in by Zoom. We have your uncle Tawana Baker, Flushing is your friend Bryant Gray, James Lathan, and Alton Gray, all who are joining us in support today. We'll call on those who want to speak on your behalf at the appropriate time. Your case this morning, Mr. Gray, has been assigned to Mrs. Bonnie Jackson to my far left. Would you answer her question?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Gray. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Gray, I will be asking some questions. I'll start the questioning for the board. How old are you, Mr. Gray?
I'm 83.
All right. And how much time have you actually served on this sentence?
About 80, 83 years, I think it is. Or 82 or 83.
Oh, you haven't served 82 or 83 years. How much time have you actually been in jail?
Oh, since I've been in jail?
Yes.
Oh, okay. 30, what it is?
34, does that sound right?
I got busted in 1988, and I've been incarceration ever since 88.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's talk about your crimes, Mr. Gray. You were committing a whole lot of armed robberies of finance and loan companies.
Yes.
You had 26 counts of armed robbery, and you ended up pleading guilty to 10 counts in 1962. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, that's right.
Okay, and you got a 30-year sentence for those 10 counts of armed robbery. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much time did you serve on that 30-year sentence? Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am. I served, to make parole, I served 14 years and 6 months.
Okay. And then in 1971, got arrested again for 3 counts of armed robbery and 1 count of aggravated rape and 1 count of aggravated crime against nature. You went to trial. You were found guilty of 3 counts of armed robbery and of simple rape. Remember that?
I remember that, but the sample rape, they asked me to plead guilty to it since I was already gonna be coming to the institution. I didn't commit the rape, but they asked me to play ball with them since they was playing ball with me, and I went on and cop out to it.
So you didn't go to trial on the rape?
No, ma'am, I didn't go to trial. The same day they give me time on the armed robbery charge, I pled guilty to the rape charge.
What about the 3 counts of armed robbery? You went to trial on that?
Yes, ma'am, that's what I'm saying. I went to trial on that.
Stop talking.
Okay,
You went to trial on 3 counts of armed robbery, and you got found guilty of the 3 counts of armed robbery. Is that correct?
yes, ma'am.
Say at that time they reduced the ag rape to simple rape, and you pled guilty. Is that how you remember it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And you got another 30-year sentence. Is that correct?
I thought they had given me 20 years, but yes, ma'am. If they got 30 on that, that's what they give me.
And you got released on April the 25th, 1986 on a good time release. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then in 1988, you committed the robberies that you are in jail for now. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Mr. Gray, could you explain to the board